everybody. It's me and Gerbil. Yeah, okay. So I wanted to shoot a quick video out today and talk about what I call labeling lullabies on some of the food that you get. You know, like a lullaby is supposed to make you relax, fall asleep, give you a sense of security. Processed foods and food manufacturers often put things on their package, in front of their packages, to make you think what you're buying is safe, healthy, and isn't going to cause you any issues or anything like that. The thing is, oftentimes, even regardless of what it says on the packaging, it's not true. Some of the labeling you might see that all natural, gluten-free. One of my favorites is when they label something keto and then you read the ingredients and it's not keto. These kind of things are basically, customer trickery to get them to sell their product and make money and prey on the masses who either don't have the education or don't have the time or the energy to really look at what they're buying and what they're putting in their mouth and in their bodies. So, for example, this one is not only just a packaging lullaby, but it's also an argument that many people use to say something is healthy. It's all natural. You'll see it on packages all the time, all natural. You'll hear people say, especially when it comes to plants, it's all natural. It's a plant. It came from the ground. It's not going to hurt you. And the fact of the matter is, there is a lot of all natural things that will hurt, kill, or make you seriously ill. White oleander is all natural, and it's one of the most toxic plants out there. It will kill you. Botulism is an all natural bacteria, and it will kill you. As a matter of fact, Saddam Hussein, one of the things that they said he was stockpiling for biological weapons was loads of botulism. And it made people very nervous because of how deadly botulism can be. There are a lot of things that the USDA, even though they're highly processed or toxic to a level or anything like that, will allow food manufacturers to say is all natural. You'll have things in there like bottles of water. It says all natural filtration process. Well, not too long ago, there was a test done on a bunch of bottles of water, and they found trace levels of arsenic, which can build up in your system, that came from the filtration system. Arsenic is all natural. Again, kills you. Okay, so they found certain food dyes that were derived from bacteria or yeast or certain bugs actually had carcinogenic effects and things like that. All natural, kills you. Okay. The fact of the matter is, a lot of all natural things that come from the ground, plants and things like that, if you look at the plant world, 99% of what comes out of the earth and grows out of the earth plant form will kill you or make you seriously sick because of the amount of toxins that are in them. You got to look at things like poison oak, poison ivy. They're all natural, and we know what they do. Poison sumac, we know what they do. Only 1% of the plant matter that is grown in the world is actually edible and safe, fairly safe for human consumption. And even those ones that are, labeled safe for human consumption can still have chemicals inside of them as their natural defense that can cause health issues in the animals, including human beings that eat them. So we have to be careful of that. One of the things that they label as all natural, and they put into products all the time, especially confections and syrups and things where they want to get a vanilla or raspberry flavor, is an extract gathered from beaver anal glands. And I don't know about you, but I am not too interested, no matter how all natural it is, of going around sucking on beaver butts. So, I'm sorry, somebody is very needy and attention seeking since her buddy passed away. So I'm being very patient, but she's needs her attention. Um, these are things that can be easily labeled as all natural, make you think it's okay, and actually can cause some health issues, or just not be something you really want to consume. Let's look at gluten-free. I've actually seen the question asked, is this keto because it says gluten-free? This must be okay. The only thing gluten-free means is there's no wheat, or the gluten protein was reduced or extracted to the point where they can label it as gluten-free, even if there's trace amounts in there. And they can do certain lab processes where they can actually remove the gluten protein. Even if it says it's gluten-free, doesn't necessarily mean it's healthy or fits in with the keto lifestyle. Gluten does not mean low carb at all. And you can have candies and confections and things like that that are gluten-free and still not okay. I've seen even gluten-free labeling on the packages of pork and eggs and beef. Well, of course it's gluten-free. It's not wheat. I saw gluten-free on a can of tuna. Yeah, it's not wheat. Gluten comes from wheat. That's where you get it. So don't be hornswoggled by something that says it's gluten-free. And oftentimes, things that are gluten-free, that are bread-based products, they still use certain things in there, that are very high in carb. Think of ground pea in there, which is, a lot of sugar and things like that. Certain types of roots, tapioca starch, things like that are still very easily for your body to convert to sugars and things like that, and do not fit in the keto lifestyle, and may not necessarily be healthy for you if you're dealing with sugar issues like diabetes or Alzheimer's or dementia. Okay, so yeah, we gotta kind of realize that gluten-free doesn't necessarily mean healthy. One of the other issues that we often see, besides all natural and things like that, is when a product is labeled keto. There's in Walmart, and I've also seen it at Marshall's, a coffee creamer that is on the market, and it says keto coffee creamer, and right on the front of the label says sweetened with coconut sugar. Coconut sugar is still sugar. It is a refined sugar. It just comes from a different source. Whether you're dealing with beet sugar, corn sugar, coconut sugar, sugarcane sugar, it's still sugar. It still spikes insulin. It is not keto. Okay, but because there is no regulations, a company can literally make any product and slap "this is keto" on there, and it can be loaded with carbs and sugar. So you really have to read the back of the label, or pay attention to even the front of the label, to see if it truly is keto. Because if you're going to consume something with coconut sugar in it, you're still going to spike your insulin. And you're going to do the opposite, drive the fat storage issues, drive the blood sugar issues, have those blood sugar spikes and blood sugar falls that could cause fatigue and other issues, and drive hunger and fat storage and all that kind of stuff, even though that product is labeled keto. One other one that people for a long time, since it's the 70s, have gotten lulled into a false sense of security with, is sugar-free. Oftentimes, the artificial sweeteners that are used in these products can be even more problematic than the sugar is in certain ways. Things like aspartame and stuff like that, which is a petroleum product. Sometimes these additives that they use have a bulking agents of dextrose and things like that, which is actually a carb, and it's a form of starch, and it will turn into sugar in your body. So it may be labeled sugar-free, but when you eat it, you might still see an insulin spike. And then things like oftentimes you'll see, like, especially a lot of Hershey product candies and things that are labeled the Werther's Originals that are labeled sugar-free. are sweetened with a product called maltose. And maltose is a sugar alcohol. We do use a lot of sugar alcohols in keto that are fairly okay, such as erythritol and xylitol. But maltitol has its own issues. One, it does spike insulin. Two, it will make you have the Dukes of Hazzard like crazy. Okay, it is a very powerful laxative. So unless you're trying to clear yourself out, I would avoid anything with maltitol. It is not necessarily a healthy thing, and if it causes you to have too bad of problems down south, then you could lead to dehydration, mineral deficiencies, and other things. Okay, so Gerbil's trying to get her attention. She's been very needy like this since Bumper passed away. So I'm going to have to say, everybody have a great day. Please consider what's said. Be a little bit more savvy when you're buying your products and things like that. And make sure that you select things that are going to be more healthy and easier for you. Hey, everybody, be nice to one another. Be kind, live your life in that way, and we'll have a lot better world. And just remember, like, if you see somebody having a problem or something like that, try to maybe do something, even if you think it's small. Try to do something nice to somebody, because you don't know how much that could actually mean to another person. And it's another way for you to stay mentally healthy as well and create a healthier society. All right, everybody, have a great day.